stadium. A couple of teams hoping to head into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the Southern Miss Golden Eagles and the UMass Minutemen. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Road with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Pressure coming, and they got it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got a man, it's Saunders. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Right back to him on the ground. Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Rides the option, he keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The hand to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hampton. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a
touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give on the inside. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw, it's Watson. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He tried to buy some time and the defense was not having it. We've reached the break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Heaves it deep. Goes high to pull it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. Might as well stick with him. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to the run, it's Washington. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hampton. The sure hands. It's Sanders. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And as time runs out here in the 2nd quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word.
He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Hampton. Pulls it in. It's Briggs. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Briggs. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Golden Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. They're working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Back to pass. It's Hampton. Under fire. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man. They went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off play action on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Watson. Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Washington. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Makes the quick grab.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanders. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw, it's Hampton. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Looking downfield is Hampton. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.